Oh, I've got such an itchy foot. Ah, that's good. That's really nice. Ooh. A little bit further down. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of sDragRace. As you can see, we have a new addition to the Wheel of Queens, which is Detox, and we still have our mystery spot as well. But before we start crafting any drag queens, make sure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you never miss an upload. Right, so let's jump straight into it and spin that wheel. Oh, Sharon!
My name is Sharon Needles. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I look spooky, but I'm really nice. At least for now.
The three words that would describe Sharon Needles are beautiful, spooky, and stupid.
But Sharon, cool, okay. Right, looks-wise, straight off the top of my head, I'm thinking the first challenge they did, what was it called? The post-apocalyptic challenge that they did, or if it's LaShawn Beyonce in it, it's post-apocalyptic challenge with the kind of blood coming out of her mouth. But we'll have a little look online just in case there's any others that I want to craft. Another look that I'm going to contemplate is actually a promo look for the series, which is very kind of gothic, very Sharon, and it would be an interesting one to craft as well, very dark. Another interesting one would be the Dress to Impress runway challenge, where she had kind of the plastic surgery and the needle going through the lip. Also the inaugural... I can't say that word. Also the inaugural... Oh my god. I'm LaShawn Beyond. Also the inaugural... I can't say it. Oh my god. Inaugural... I'm having a stroke. Also the inaugural ball. I was thinking about that one, but it's very similar to a promo look. Facial wise and wig wise, they're very similar. Inaugural ball. Potentially even a makeover challenge where she had the eye patch on. I think that's quite a cool look. And even possibly the reunion look where I think she had kind of the... Is it a part of a Ouija board on her head? That thing that kind of points to the letters? That could be a possibility as well. No, I definitely want to do the post-apocalyptic kind of look with the blood coming out of the mouth because it'll be a really fun one to create and it's a very kind of iconic look when you think about Sharon Needles. So let me... F***'s sake, I can't talk today. So let me pre-roll some clay and, no. So let me pre-roll some clay and then we'll get started. I'm sure I'm having a stroke, I don't know what's wrong with us. Right, so with Sharon's head, I kind of want to be as generous as I can with it because she doesn't have any hair, so it's going to be quite a small sculpture. That looks about right. This is going to be quite an easy one as well because I'm used to having to do hair and hair's quite a nightmare to make. I think I'll add the eyes first and then I can add them bands. So the eyes are about there. Another very simple nose because I can't do noses. Right, I've got Sharon's lips here and I have purposefully made them big this time. Usually I accidentally make lips big, but Sharon has really big lips and I'm pretty sure after the show she got a little bit of work done and made her lips even bigger, which is fine, you know, it's her choice. So I wanted to make them as big as I possibly could. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. The bottom lip's hidden with blood anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, now I want to make these bands for across her head, which are pretty cool. Funnily enough, I've just realised as well that we've crafted both mother and daughter on the show now, so we've done Aquaria and Sharon. And by the way, I did manage to send Aquaria to Aquaria. Whether she liked it, whether she got it, I don't know, but I definitely sent it to her kind of agency or wherever. So yeah, that was quite surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I am still struggling to send Nina hers. I've tried emailing her and getting in touch with her and I just can't seem to get a response. So that one's still sat in the studio, but I don't kind of give up. I still try and get it to them if I can. Right, there's the bands added to the head, and I think it looks pretty decent. It's very representative of what she kind of looked like in her runway look. It's not perfect, but it gives you the idea. Now I need to do ears. Again, very simplified ears. It's just kind of the chest part now. It doesn't seem to have like a lot of detail, it's just very kind of brown and dirty. There's them kind of things hanging off the shoulder, but I don't know, I think I'm just going to keep it quite plain on the bottom. But obviously when it comes to decorating, I think I'm going to extend that blood all the way down onto her chest and make it look super cool. So let's roll her chest out now. You know what, I think I might add a little bit of detail here because it's looking quite plain. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of add these little square pieces just to give the impression that detail's there. Because it's basically like a shoulder pad with this kind of shredded leather on it. But that's a little bit too complicated for me to craft. Yeah, so what I'll do now is pop her in the oven, bake her, prime her, and then I'll meet you back here for the decoration. Right, okay, I'm back and she's been baked and primed. And I just went for the whole kind of white gothic look. I felt very Fifi. But no, she does have quite pale skin on this. I should have really added a little bit of yellow in because it's kind of got a yellowy tinge to it, but it's fine. There's going to be a lot of black going on anyway, so I think it's going to be alright. Where do I want to start? Right, I think I'll start with the bands up at the top. Yeah, I was thinking about Sharon as well on her season, and I think season 4 is probably one of my favourite seasons. It's up there anyway with kind of 4, 5, 6, and 3 as well. And I really liked Sharon on it. I thought she was really cool. I thought she was very unique, and I imagine it was quite intimidating for her to go on the show because I can imagine she thought that she was going to be around lots of kind of pageant kind of drag queens and people wouldn't understand or kind of receive as drag very well, but I think they did for the most part. Obviously there was still that drama with her and Fifi, but... And Sharon actually has my favourite ever read. Well, she's up there for my favourite ever read on Drag Race, and it's when she read Jiggly in the kind of reading challenge, the reading mini challenge that they do, and it was... You're such a fat slut, after sex you smoke hams. Oh, it was just so good. It was really good. That and Jocelyn's reverse cowboy on the toilet so you've got a flat surface to eat off. Two of my favourite reads ever. But let me know down in the comments below what your favourite ever read is on Drag Race. Right, there's the kind of headbands done. Obviously I haven't painted in the lines properly, but never mind. I think I'll mix a little bit of this brown with some white so I can do the lips because I want them to dry so I can add the blood. I've noticed as well she's kind of outlined them with a bit of a darker brown too, so try that. Kind of just looks like she's been eating something she's got around her mouth. I'd be terrible at makeup, I really would. I'd make an awful drag queen. Right, next. Right, I think I'll give these eyes a go. I'm terrible with eyes. Ah, my teeth. Can I get my paint open? There we go, got it open. Right, now all of her eyes are white, apart from obviously the pupils. So I'll do the pupils black. Oh, it's looking like Sharon already. Right, what I'll do is I'll probably add a little bit of an extra bit of white around the outside later on once this black's dry. Otherwise I'll end up turning it grey. I know what I'm like. Try and do this eye thing. She's got kind of like a cat eye going on, which means I'm gonna f*** it up. I know I am. Okay. Yeah, she does that and then it's kind of like powdered around the outside, so I might do a little bit of black around the edges. I just need to get these even. I really need to get these even. You know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. I've done a lot worse. A lot worse. I think her eyebrows are brown. Sometimes it's quite hard to tell on the images. And they're very kind of sharp. Just kind of go up and then down. And I haven't left myself enough room for this one. And then she has a bit of white under the eyebrow, which doesn't really matter because I've painted her white and I haven't left enough space there. And try and get like a little bit of like a smoky look around the eye. It doesn't really look very good, but it's quite hard to do. Right, she has these kind of like welts on her face or something, so it's got like a kind of big black thing there. There's one there as well, but I'm not going to be able to fit that on. I'm just going to add two. Now this part here is all kind of browns, light browns. There isn't any green. I don't know why I've got green out. It's just brown and white. I'm going to actually paint this kind of flappy leather part black. And it's not black in the picture. I just want to kind of make it a bit more separate to the bodice part, otherwise it's just all going to look very similar. So I've made the executive decision to paint it black. Yeah, I think that was the right decision to make. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little bit of white to this part just to add a bit of dimension, and she's also kind of got like this muddy tie-dye-ish kind of effect to it, so I just want to try and blend some parts in. Nah, I think I got a bit carried away with that, but never mind. Right, I think the only thing I need to add now is the blood dripping down. This is going to make it look like Sharon. It's going to kind of give it that vibe, so I need to get this right. I think it looks like what I'm supposed to be making. It's just a very kind of hard look to craft. But I think I've done an okay job. I think it reads as Sharon. But yeah, I think I'm done. I'm going to add some extra details off camera. But for now, I think I'm kind of happy with it. Yeah, so here's the finished kind of Sharon. And I'm happy with it. I think it looks really cool. I will put an image on the screen of kind of what it looks like after I've added some extra kind of details to it. Although it's kind of like a look I really love, it's a really difficult one to craft, and I wasn't expecting it to be so hard. It's very monochromatic, so it's very difficult to kind of add any details with any extra colours or anything like that, apart from the big blob of blood down the chin. But I definitely think it reads as Sharon. I think if anyone was kind of looking at it, they would get Sharon from it. But let me know down in the comments below how I did. You can say it's terrible if you want, I don't mind. But what I'll do is I'll try and hunt down Sharon's address, see if she's got a fan address or a PO box or anything like that. I think I'm going to struggle, but hopefully I will be able to get it to her, and hopefully she'll like it. And yeah, so we can take Sharon off the board now. And let me know down below who you want to fill the space now that Sharon's left the board. I do actually have a bag full of every queen's name, believe it or not. I made these myself, so it's not kind of an effort or anything. They're all waiting to be crafted. All, how many of them? Like over 100? And if you did enjoy today's episode of Craft Race, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!